Today, let's get right to the meat of the matter. We are looking at the 5 metrics that every YouTube creator needs to know so that they can accurately measure the growth on their channel and make sure that they keep things moving in the right way. So it's onward and upward, right? Where you are now should not be where you are next week as a YouTuber. It shouldn't be where you are in June as a YouTuber. And it certainly shouldn't be where you will be next year as a YouTuber. Friends, you are better together. And as long as you stay connected to the YouTube Content Creator Collective here at ShopTalk, we're going to keep everything moving in the right way. But one thing we have to do is we have to take a look at these metrics. Thank you all for popping in. Would you please let me know that you're here? Go down into the chat and go ahead and tell me, what are the key numbers? When I say metrics, y'all, it's just a fancy word for the YouTube Studio Analytics. All of that data that YouTube culls together, brings together for you to give you information about your channel. Tell me, what are the key numbers that you look at when you go into YouTube Studio on your app or in the full desktop edition? And y'all, I'll tell you right now, I'm real partial to the full desktop edition, but it's okay. What are the metrics? What are the numbers that you go to and look at first when you are looking at the data, the numbers for your channel? I know. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. It's Candy K all day. What metrics do you look at? We're going to talk about 5 of those metrics today, and I think this is what I call the fast 5. Candy K has 5,000 subscribers now, so I just like to keep things real cut and dry, straight and to the point. So these are my fast 5, and let's go ahead. Let's take a look. These are they, friends. This is what Candy K is looking at. These are the 5 metrics, the 5 numbers that every creator needs to know to make sure their channel is growing in the right direction. Welcome in, creators. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let me say hello to those who are joining us on the vertical stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But we always say that the party resides on the horizontal stream. So if you are on that mobile stream, I'm going to give you a few moments. We're going to keep talking. We're going to keep rolling this train forward. But I encourage you to go back out and come right back in on the horizontal stream so that you can share out your channel link. You get to do that as much as you want during every episode of Shop Talk. That's what we mean when we say we connect and we are collaborating. We are taking this as an opportunity to learn more as a new YouTuber or even a small YouTuber, but you're also taking the opportunity to connect with other creators so that you can collaborate and grow your network, grow your viewers, grow your subscribers on your channel. Yes, that's what we do over here on Shop Talk. We want to welcome in first to the table with Sandra James Living It. Thank you for joining us, Sandra James. Y'all, she's a colorectal cancer survivor. And y'all, friends, if you are joining us for the first time, feel free to share out your channel link. The moderators, such as Gemini Diva, thank you. Gemini Diva will help you to get connected and share out your channel link. They'll give you the directions, but just follow their lead. It's 2 small words put together, no spaces, no caps. That's how we do it over here. And Gemini Diva, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a member of Candy K's core crew. We want to welcome Simply Debbie Sue, and congratulations, Simply Debbie Sue, on making it 1 year on YouTube. And friends, let me tell you something that she did. She did a big one in her first year on YouTube because she already has well over 1,000 subscribers. That's the way to grow your channel. And you can do it too. It's all about being consistent as a YouTuber. We want to welcome back Vicky's World. Yes, I saw you putting out shorts and some long form content on your zoo trips with your boys. You're a boy mom, you're a pet mom. I love that for you, Vicky's World. And I love you with the chainsaw, with the 0-turn lawnmower, weeding. I'm loving all of your content over there. And so is everybody else. What I'm seeing on your channel, Vicky's World of Chaos, is I am seeing growth in your views. And views are one of those metrics that every creator should be looking at. We want to welcome back Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey. Y'all, Grant is real new to the YouTube streets. He hasn't been here nowhere near a year as a YouTuber. He has been consuming YouTube content, and I think the world is consuming YouTube content. Y'all, it's a great time to be a YouTube content creator. And y'all, Grant has just been a YouTuber for a little over 3 months, if it has even been 3 months, and he already has amassed well over 1,300 subscribers. I said that right. Well over 1,300 subscribers. So y'all, he's already working on his full monetization. He's got the first leg of that 2-leg, those 2 key criteria to become a fully monetized channel. One of them is you need 1,000 subscribers, at least. He's got over 1,300. Check. And then the other one is that you need 4,000 watch hours on your long format content and your live streams within the last 365 days. So yeah, time is ticking, friends, because if you go over than that, well, we'll talk about it in a second. Let's get to those numbers. So views is one of those key metrics. And what are the others? Sandra James has one. She says it's the watch hours. Yes, you want to be tracking your watch hours as well, because it's watch hours towards monetization. That is one of the other key metrics. You need 1,000 subscribers. Y'all, that's one of the metrics too. That's already 3 of those key numbers that you should be tracking so that you can make sure your channel continues to grow in the right way. The number of subscribers you have, the number of views you're getting on your content, and what are your watch hours. You need the subscribers and you need the watch hours in order to get to full monetization. We want to welcome back Melinda G TV. Thank you for being here. Now, we are the Content Creator Collective, and I am with intention. I'm showing you all these YouTubers. Some are joining us on the mobile screen using your mobile phone, and some are, the party is over here on the horizontal screen. Thank you all for being here. My name is Kendi K all day. Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited. And friends, she's back again. It's Reset with CC. Y'all check out Reset with CC. I did a great workout with Reset with CC. I love the home workouts. Vicky's World of Chaos is another one who is on a weight loss journey, similar to myself and Reset with CC. We are all using GLP-1s, but CC and I are using Zepbound, and I am using the vials as a self-pay customer. But Reset with CC, y'all, she is in maintenance now, and so she is still taking a GLP-1 so that she can continue her health journey. But she was really diligent in showing us her exercises. Thank you, CC. I was plugged in because I'm not yet ready to go to the gym. There's a story there. I'll talk about it on my lifestyle content in my next vlog. But I am really diligently trying to do the things that I'm seeing from Vicky's World of Chaos, Reset with CC, and of course, Lala, the High Vibe Coach. Yes, everyone is chatting it up and everyone is sharing out their channel links. Thank you all for being here. So let's get to those other metrics. This is what you need, friends. Here are some of those key metrics. As we already talked about some of them. It's the number of views. How many views? And y'all, these are my views for the last 28 days. And so if you're a YouTuber, if you are a new YouTuber, and if you're wondering why it takes so long for your views to show up, for your watch hours to show up, for your number of subscribers to change, y'all, it's a system of YouTube supercomputers, y'all, that are connected by global positioning satellite all over the world. And friends, it needs about 48 hours, 2 days to catch up with itself. And so everything is all based on YouTube time in 28 days, not 30 days, but 28 days, because everything always runs at least 48 hours, 2 days behind. So once you figure that out, then you're not waiting on anything anymore, because y'all always know, yeah, it takes 2 things, 2 days, 48 hours for everything, all of your metrics, all of your numbers to catch up with each other. So in the last 28 days on my channel, now with 5,000 subscribers, y'all, I saw a huge surge in all of my metrics. These are they. 26,000 views on Kendi K's content. And Kendi K has a whole lot of content. Y'all, I have over 1,000 videos. Yes, over 1,000 videos. And most of them are long format content, long form videos, and live streams. Y'all, I didn't even start becoming a live streamer doing lives until March or April of 2025. And I am just now in my second year as a YouTuber. Y'all, in the last 28 days, I have grown my number of views by 151%. Y'all, I'm not playing about these metrics. I wanted to show you my metrics for the last 28 days because I want you to know that as you gain subscribers, you are also going to start seeing your other metrics tick up because the YouTube supercomputer the algorithm is awarding you for your consistency. How many subscribers did I gain in the last 28 days? 1,342 and counting. And counting. Y'all, that is up by 273%. Y'all, how did I get so many more views and so many more subscribers? Because that next number, there's another one of our key metrics, y'all. It is the impressions. How many times are the YouTube supercomputers putting your thumbnail out on viewers' devices so that they can give it the click? Impressions are so important. It is the exact count of how many times your thumbnail is put out on a viewer's device, be it their mobile phone, their computer, their tablet, or their television. And by the way, let me know, what device do you use most often to view content on YouTube? Are you more of a TV watcher? Are you more of a mobile phone type of person, always on the go? Or do you use your tablet? I've got an iPad. That would be a tablet user. Drop in the comments and let me know what is your device of choice to view content. I thank you all for being here today to view this episode of Shop Talk. Stats, welcome in, Stats. Stats says cell phone and TV. And I would answer just like the Stats. Welcome in, Stats. Welcome. It's our guy, y'all. It's that guy. It's Kyle Vlog. Ooh, Kyle said his last video is almost at 200 views. Y'all, I was over there yesterday with our guy, Kyle Vlog, and I finally got to get a little tour of the new RV. Yes, Kyle and his family have a great new RV. They just did a sleepover in the new RV, just trying to check things out. I love that RV, y'all. That is a nice RV. Gemini Diva says that she mostly watches, views YouTube content using her cell phone and computer. Looks like a lot of folks are just like us. Reset with CC, cell phone and TV. Yep. Thank you all for checking in. Thank you. Yeah, the metrics are looking good. And again, I'm showing you my metrics, my numbers, because, friends, as you become more consistent as a YouTuber, Grant, ring in here. Grant, y'all, has only been a YouTuber for about 3 months or so, maybe a little bit more, but not much. And he already has well over 1,300 subscribers. As you pick up every 500 or so subscribers, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that the algorithm is giving you a boost. I promise you, you're going to feel that the algorithm is giving you a boost. And friends, the algorithm is surely giving me a boost. But friends, talk about consistency. I have been consistent as a YouTuber, particularly in the last year. Friends, I have over 1,000 videos as a YouTuber and as a monetized YouTuber. And what that means is that I have more opportunities for me to raise my revenue as a small and new creator. So almost 100,000 impressions in the last month, y'all. Since I walked through that door called 5,000 subscribers, thanks to you and all the other kind humans who have connected with me, I have seen a surge. I can feel it. I see new people every time I go live. I see new people every time I go through my comments. And yes, even with over 5,000 subscribers, Kendi K spends time every day replying to viewers' comments, because y'all, it's not just about a number. When we talk about our number of subscribers, it's about gaining and growing a community. Gaining and growing a community at the same time. And friends, another key metric, another number every YouTuber should be looking at is your watch time. For initial monetization, you need 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours on your long format content and your live streams in the last 365 days. And for full monetization, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours on your long format content and your live streams in the last 365 days. And so far in the last 28 days, y'all, I have almost 900 watch hours. And y'all, we've got about 6 or 7 more days left in the month of May. So can I tell you that I took full advantage of the long holiday weekend? I've been getting lots of rest, but Kendi K has been spending a lot of time on my YouTube channel, y'all, because I'm telling you, I can feel the algorithm working in my favor. I can see it. I can see the numbers growing. I can see new viewers in my chat. I can see their comments and I'm commenting back to them. I'm welcoming them to ShopTalk. I'm inviting them to ShopTalk. I'm inviting them also to view my lifestyle content. Y'all know I'm on a weight loss journey. Friends, thank you all for being here. This is Kendi K all day. We're talking about the 5 key numbers that every YouTuber needs to be looking at in order to grow their channel and keep things moving in the right way. Y'all, let's talk about a few terms here. Let's do this. Well, let's take a look at that click-through rate and the average view duration, the CTR and the AVD. Thank you to everyone who responded to my poll question in my community post. Can you tell that I've been busy? Did you see all those community posts? I wanted to make sure that all of my community, that's you, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew, even though we are celebrating those who have lost their life in the call of duty, serving our country, this great democracy we call the United States of America. I wanted to make sure you also knew that we were still having Shop Talk because it is Sunday, and I wanted you to know what time Shop Talk was happening, because we were now on our spring summer schedule where Shop Talk is going to start about 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays for spring and summer. Thank you all for being here. But y'all, here are 2 key metrics that are often misunderstood or folks don't have. Like, we get views. Views is how many times did people click on your content. That gives you a view, especially if they stay on your content at least 30 seconds. That's going to count as a view. If they click the like button or if they stay on there greater than 30 seconds, that's what we call an engaged view. Okay. But we understand views. Subscribers is the number of people who have hit the button and subscribe to your content. We try to convert as many viewers into subscribers. But even if they don't subscribe, YouTube, the algorithm is still going to reward you as long as you have repeat viewers, okay? And that's a good metric to track as well. You can track all these metrics in the YouTube Studio app on your smartphone or the full desktop edition. And then we have the average view duration. Average view duration is how long are people watching your content? Y'all, that is a very important number to watch. How long are people watching your content? So let's say Kyle talked about having 200 views on one of his most recent views. And congratulations, Kyle. That's an excellent number of views. Kendi K, I did a live stream yesterday morning. It was a live stream. It was a quiet live, y'all. It was a calm calm content pieces. I realized I had not done one of those in a while. So I did a couple of calm videos. I did a live stream, then repurposed it into a long form video, and then popped up this morning. If you caught me about 1:30 this morning, friends, you might have saw me doing another calm vibe, doing some art work. But friends, so Kyle, I'll tell you, I had about 200 views on my calm content. So again, it's a small creator takeover, y'all. It is a new YouTube creator takeover. We are getting some views, and y'all, the reason I'm okay with 200 subscribers. I'm okay with 200 views on my content, y'all, because it's not just about getting the view. The view is one thing. You're always going to get more views than anything else. But you also need to be concerned with the AVD, the average view duration, the average amount of time people are consuming your content. How long are they sticking and staying on your content? So with that being said, a lot of one of the most common questions that I have over here on Shop Talk, and y'all, by the way, catch us back on Shop Talk on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and now our summer Sunday schedule for Shop Talk on Sunday afternoons. One of the most common questions that I have from other YouTubers is they want to know, how long should our long form videos be? You often hear the answer at least 8 minutes. And I would tell a creator 8 to 10 minutes. But then the caveat is this: but you should be checking your average view duration, because the higher average view duration, the more the YouTube supercomputers are going to boost your content by increasing the number of impressions, the number of times, how much they're pushing your thumbnail out to new audiences beyond your regular viewers, your recent viewers, and beyond your subscribers. They're going to move you out to new audiences. And that's why I am seeing the surge in views, the surge in subscribers, because the YouTube supercomputers, now that I have reached over 5,000 subscribers, the YouTube supercomputers are testing out Candy K in larger markets beyond my recent viewers, beyond my regular subscribers, and beyond my members. And I'm so grateful. So y'all, again, that kind of gives you a boost. And you as a small and new content creator, just to keep going forward, just to keep maintaining your consistency as a content creator when you see those numbers go up. So the average view duration is the average time that people are staying on your content. So because I monetize, and because you're hoping to be monetized, once you reach monetization, then YouTube will attach ads, commercials to your videos as long as they are over 8 minutes long. 8 minutes is the minimum amount of time. But friends, if you put out a video, some people, and I did this is why I can talk about it and laugh now. I can put out a video that's 30 minutes long. But if people are only watching it, if the AVD, the average view duration, is only 2 or 3 minutes, that's not a good video. The YouTube supercomputers, the algorithm is going to see that as negative signals, and they're going to stop putting out impressions. So friends, if you are still a small creator, and even at 5,000 subscribers, I will tell you, YouTube still considers me a small creator. Anyone under 500,000 subscribers is a small creator by YouTube terms. Friends, it's better to have a 5-minute video where folks are consuming and watching, sticking and staying for at least half of that content, than to put out a video or a live stream that is 1 hour long or more, and folks are only staying for 30 seconds or a minute or two. Sometimes less is more. Have you heard that before? It applies to YouTube as well. It's better, think about that. Think about it. Let me give you another example. It's better for you to have a 5-minute check-in with your recent viewers and your subscribers, thanking them, telling them a little bit about what's going to happen for your day. What are you doing for today? What are you doing for the long holiday weekend? Do you have any special plans for Memorial Day? Y'all, it's all content. Don't overthink it. Better for you to pop up and do a 5-minute live stream or recorded video and let us consume all of the 5 minutes or most of the 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes of it, than for you to go on and on and on and on and on, and people start clicking away. You want your viewers to stick and stay. And that metric, that number is the average view duration. Let's get back into it. And then the click-through rate is the percentage of people who see your thumbnail because of the impressions. The impressions is the count of the number of times. Impressions is a real number. Click-through rate is the percentage. Impressions is a real number. How many times did the YouTube supercomputers, did the algorithm put your content out across the world, showing your thumbnail to viewers, to potential viewers? And then the percentage of time that folks saw that thumbnail and clicked is your click-through rate. It is a percentage. Y'all, you want to try to get a perfect click-through rate is about 10%. Sometimes it'll go a little bit higher than that, 11 or 12%. But if you get a click-through rate of 10%, it only happened a couple of times in my 2 years as a YouTuber. But friends, initially, you should be trying to look for a click-through rate of about 2%. It's really good for a new YouTuber or small YouTuber. If you're really just started your channel, you're really trying to grow your channel. But friends, once you start seeing that click-through rate stay consistently at 3 to 4%, then I'm here to tell you, the YouTube supercomputer is already giving you a boost. Once you get to 3 or 4% consistently as the click-through rate for your thumbnails, folks are seeing your good thumbnails, you're improving on your thumbnails, then the YouTube supercomputers will start to reward you, put out more of your thumbnails all over the world, and you're going to see that click-through rate go up, and hopefully the views to go up with it, and hopefully all the other metrics like the average view duration. But you got to keep putting out your best long format content and your live streams. We want to welcome in all of these creators who are joining us. Hey there, Jerry G. Ooh, now here we're hearing straight from a YouTuber who is also a viewer. Mrs. Paula does retirement. She makes this comment: I rarely ever click on long videos. Y'all, we're kind of in a throwaway society, especially here in the US. I hate to say that, but we are. Lala, the high vibe coach, she's talked about folks having scoliosis. They're not even looking. They're just scrolling. They're just scrolling. This live stream, Shop Talk, episode 112, where we're talking about the 5 key numbers that every YouTuber needs to know to make sure their channel is going and growing in the right direction. Friends, it is happening in real time on a vertical feed and on the mobile feed. The vertical feed typically gets 3 times the views. Folks are giving it the click, but the average view duration, friends, average view duration, those folks on their mobile phones, they're still looking. It's in the shorts feed at the same time. And y'all, people just keep scrolling and clicking, scrolling and clicking, scrolling and clicking, scrolling and clicking, scrolling and clicking. And so y'all hearing from Mrs. Paula, she's a content creator. Y'all, she is retired. She's a retired lady. She's a wife. She's a dog mom. And friends, y'all, she lives in northeast Tennessee. And thank you for being you, and thank you for joining us. And I love what you're telling us, Paula, as a viewer, that you rarely ever click on long videos. Y'all, you've got to have something pretty compelling. Now, Kendi K will give you a good 15 minutes or so. but you got to be doing something dazzling for me. Yes, you've got to be doing something dazzling for me. You've got to keep things changing. You got to keep switching it up so that we can know what's happening. You got to keep switching things up. Yes. So you're looking for the higher metrics, higher click-through rate, higher number of impressions, higher number of subscribers. That lets you know your channel is growing in the right directions. So I hope that I helped you for those who are just checking in. And y'all, this is episode 112. We're looking at the 5 key metrics, the 5 numbers that every creator needs to know to keep their channel growing in the right direction. We've got some new friends loading right here. Hey there. Ricky, Ice Buster, Tell Truth Media. Whoa, now that is a channel name. Ricky, Ice Buster, Tell Truth Media. You are a contractor. Love that. I'm interested. I can give you a click because I like that profile picture or image, I should say. And we get a different perspective. This is the Content Creator Collective. We're here to connect. We're here to collaborate. We're here to talk shop as YouTubers. CC says, I actually like longer videos because I listen while I'm driving. I love when I'm doing my errands. I love to go ahead and find the videos of some of my favorite creators, particularly from ShopTalk, where we talk shop. This is a time when I would go back and check out new creators. If this is your first time joining us, I like to pop over and see what kind of content you put out on your channel so that when you come back to Shop Talk, I can talk about your channel. And if I like the vibe, you already know Kendy K is going to subscribe. I have a 1.5 hour commute. Whoa, yes. You must live in a very urban city or on the West Coast. That's a really long commute. So I like your perspective. So again, there's something out there in the YouTube streets for everybody. Follow your analytics, follow your numbers, follow your metrics. And if that average view duration is down in the 2s, like 1 minute and 30 seconds, or if it's down in the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and most of the content you're putting out on your channel is 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes long, if that's the length of your long form videos and your live streams, but folks are only sticking and staying for a minute or 2, then you probably want to bring down the length of time for your long format content and your live streams, because you want the YouTube supercomputers. You want the algorithm to boost you, push you out to new audiences, and they're not going to do it until that average view duration and that click-through rate go up. One, lean into this now, friends. One tiny thing that I did to increase my click-through rate is I stopped making my own thumbnails. I got a little help from Ask Studio. That is the AI virtual assistant that you get for free, that you can activate for free down in YouTube Studio in the full desktop edition. It will create thumbnails for you. And I use ChatGPT for free. And I'll teach you how to use ChatGPT for free as well. Thank you all for joining.